the guides to the theme park of that Tesla were the Optimus robots. The bar people, the Optimus robots. And that tells us the scale of disruption that is coming. And then there was the robots that drive you around. The robots that deliver you from A to B. And if you walk around in the streets around you, you'll see that in any city, most of the people in a car are getting paid to drive you there. Whether it's a taxi driver, a bus driver, a delivery driver, a truck driver, all of these people are seeing their future change in front of their eyes. The tools that we use are changing so fast, it's hard for us to keep up with it. So I started writing a service that came out of, I do a lot of this work at my flagship research service, Global Macro Investor. And if you want to read more about that, just to go to globalmacroinvestor.com to learn a bit more about what I do. And I've said before, that's the nexus of my nexus. Let's not overuse that word. That's the DNA of my thinking. Everything that I do starts there. That's the most important thinking, the kind of deepest analysis that's been going 20 years or so. But out of that, I asked David Mattin, who writes with me there, you see him on Real Vision a lot, to come and help me just develop this into a separate, more affordable research service called The Exponentialist, which has really helped you navigate these extraordinary technological times. And it's not only, hey, this is what the technologies are coming and this is how they're all going to fit together. This is how we can invest in it. We've got a portfolio that's done very well, but it's not about that either. It's about what it means for you and I, how we can leverage this new world, how we can not feel left behind. Basically, we not only need to invest in our demise, which is what we've got 6 years to do, but also we need to stay on top of the competition. And the competition is superpowering itself by using these tools. Anyway, I talk about these things in great depth in The Exponentialist. David writes a lot of essays. He also does video AMAs to help people understand what this all means. And every quarter, I do a State of the Union address.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In this video, let's discuss these topics and more.
The Russian astrophysicist Nikolai Kardashev in 1964, the scale is divided into three primary types, subsequent extensions suggesting additional levels. Type 1, planetary civilization. A Type 1 civilization can harness and utilize all the available energy resource of its home planet, including geothermal, solar, wind, and other forms of renewables and non-renewable. Energy output, approximately 10 to the power of 16, 10 to the power of 17 watts. Example, humanity is currently at about 0.7 on the Kardashev scale, as well as we're developing technologies. It's a logarithmic scale as well. So basically saying is that everything we ever need, we've got. And when Elon went through the numbers of, okay, what surface area of the world do we need to power the entire United States? It's like a small fraction of New Mexico or Arizona. And so you realize that when you go live in Elon's mind, you stop using the mid-curve, well, that can't be done, or what about batteries? And you go into if physics says it's possible, then it's doable. So then the rabbit hole I went down and said, okay, what are the things in the way of this? Well, the solar panels and everything else are plummeting in price. They get more efficient over time. They're 20% efficiency, like it's a 30%, 35% efficiency. Okay, that's good enough. Then it's like, well, how you distribute it? Well, storage, David and I have talked about this, distributed grids. Well, I can take the sun. Oh, that's the other mid-curve. It's like, well, the sun doesn't shine all day. Or, well, there's sometimes when the sun doesn't shine at all. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. That's what batteries are for. Tesla's already solved that at small level. And they do stack. But that battery technology at larger municipality or business level that's coming very soon. So the point being is the technology will come. And then you look at the pace of technological advancements of batteries, they're all exponential. The prices of everything are exponentially going lower. The scaling of the technologies is going exponential. Solar is the fastest growing of all energy sources in the world. I mean, it's vertical right now. And that's really happening in China and Europe. India's going vertical there as well. So what we're seeing is solar becoming what we all thought was, it's not really good enough. It can run my fan in my house, but it can't run my aircon. So, well, it can run my aircon, but, at night it's not very good. And I need to sell it back to the grid and take from the grid to, well, I actually don't need the grid at all because I just use the Tesla battery and that balances my load, to Australia using massive Tesla power things to balance their entire grid for parts of Queensland. And you can see where this is going. And therefore, I kind of think that within all of this, yes, there was another argument on Twitter that I was looking at, which made the point valid, is solar, yes, can exist on its own. But really, if you hear what I said about the Kardashev scale, it talks about all of the resources. And obviously oil is one of them and gas is another. But the reality is this thing is way cheaper, solar. But solar can use thermo power. It can use wind. All of these things as buffers.
Bitcoin recently surged to $67,922, but technical and on-chain factors suggest a price correction could be looming. A failure to hold above $68,000 may signal a reversal. Bitcoin's recent rally to $67,922 has met significant resistance at $68,000, a level it failed to break in July, leading to a 27% decline. With the current price nearing this level again, bears may aggressively defend the resistance, making a breakout crucial for sustained bullish momentum. With 91.5% of Bitcoin holders now in profit, according to on-chain data from Into the Cryptoverse, the market could be overheating. Historically, when such a high percentage of holders are in profit, it often leads to sell-offs as investors look to lock in gains, potentially driving the price lower. Bitcoin futures open interest has surged to $38.4 billion, signaling strong demand for leveraged trading. However, this level of open interest could result in liquidation-driven volatility if Bitcoin faces another rejection at $68,000, similar to what occurred in September. If Bitcoin fails to close above the critical $68,000 resistance level, analysts warn of a possible correction to $61,000. CoinGlass data shows a wall of sell orders above $68,000, further highlighting the importance of this level for the current rally. While Bitcoin's recent rally is encouraging, caution is warranted as technical resistance and profit-taking could lead to a pullback if bulls fail to break through the $68,000 barrier.
And talking of the mind-blowing stuff around Elon, obviously, we've got, I think in October 10th, we've got the unveiling of what the robo-taxis is and what else. I mean, Elon says this will be one of the greatest product launches in all history. I have no idea what's up his sleeve. And obviously, it won't be ready to go to market because Elon stuff never is. I think it's something to do with the robots plus the robo-taxis and that kind of AI robot stuff. I mean, don't forget, a lot of people talk about this now, but Elon's Grok 3 is trading on the largest GPU cluster in the world. And Dojo is scaling up for the cars self-driving. So the cars are now, as far as I can see, giving updates every week or 2 weeks. And he's like, you have no understanding how fast this is going to happen because Dojo is such a vastly massive supercomputer and it's all being trained on this. Meanwhile, he's created one of the largest GPU clusters in the world and is scaling that up. It's not fully ramped up yet to train Grok 3. I already use Grok a lot because it covers current things and you can search Twitter and it's just very, very good. I mean, I'm mind blown by Grok. And we haven't even started. So, he's got that going on. Let's see what happens. So, it's Tesla's one of the stocks that we're very long of and very excited about. And I think it's going to do, well, we'll see. We'll see what he comes out with on the 10th. There will always be this, oh my God stuff. Don't forget, we've also got this, we're still waiting for this.
Bitcoin's futures open interest surged to $38 billion as BTC's price rallied 8% between October 14 and 15. Although leverage demand has increased, traders appear cautious, reducing the likelihood of extreme price swings. Bitcoin's price gained 8% in 2 days, significantly outperforming the S&P 500. As a result, Bitcoin futures open interest reached 566,270 contracts or $38 billion, just below its all-time high in March 2024. This sharp increase in leverage demand reflects growing investor confidence following strong price action. Between October 11 and 14, U.S.-listed Bitcoin spot ETFs saw $810 million in net inflows, signaling increased institutional demand. This boosted bullish sentiment, encouraging traders to increase their positions in Bitcoin futures. While the Bitcoin futures premium spiked to 10% on October 15, it remained within a balanced range, showing that both bulls and bears are active. This balanced market structure helps limit the risk of a dramatic price crash. Despite high open interest, only $70 million in Bitcoin futures positions were liquidated as the price fluctuated by 8.6%. This suggests that traders are using leverage carefully, reducing the chance of cascading liquidations in the short term. If you've been with us so far, a big thank you. Don't forget to subscribe for free to BitcoinZella for your daily news. The link is waiting below. That's all for today's crypto news. Stick around for more updates, insights, and analysis on cryptocurrencies. Share your thoughts in the comments, like this video, and subscribe for more exciting content.